Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So the last update about unfortunate love. Rishi and Lakshmi meet for the first time after Lakshmi and her sisters end up at Rishi's hotel and they lock themselves in Rishi's office, and Rishi was begging them to come out. Then Rishi promised them that he will not get them arrested. So let's continue. Rishi's driver called Balwinder is coming to Rishi. Rishi asks if the car is ready and he asks him to get the girls arrested because they stole the auto and they ran. He tells the inspector that he is going for an important meeting and his driver will file the FIR on his behalf. Lakshmi and her sisters comes out of Rishi's office and they get shocked hearing Rishi saying that he would get them arrested even after he promised them not to get them arrested. Lakshmi calls Rishi and says, "You have promised me to let us go," and she asks the constable to leave them. The inspector asks Lakshmi and her sisters to do their acting at the police station. Shalu says, "How can he break our trust? He has promised." Lakshmi says we should never trust city guys. She runs out and tries to stop Rishi, but the lady constable catch her. Rishi sits in the car while Lakshmi tried to stop him. Ayush says he can also drive the car. Rishi says someone should drive the car. That is the person who can fly the car. Else we cannot reach the supermodel contest. Chachi says that he couldn't find the girls. Rano says we should tell them at home that Lakshmi ran away, and she asks her husband to think of what to tell them about the girls. Shalu shows Rishi's picture to the police and tells them that he promised not to get us arrested. The inspector asks them to come. Chacha gets a call from the police inspector and he gets shocked. Chacha tells Rano that the girls have entered a 5-star hotel. Rano tells her husband that he was worried about Lakshmi and her sisters, but they are enjoying themselves at the hotel. Her husband says we should go and talk to the police. Chacha talks to the inspector and asks him to leave his niece, but he refuses. Lakshmi tells Rano that the auto driver was taking them to an isolated road and they got saved. Chacha, that is Rano's husband, tells Lakshmi that the inspector did not agree to let them go. Lakshmi asks him to tell the inspector that she is guilty, but her sisters are innocent. Chacha goes to tell the inspector what Lakshmi said. Lakshmi says that the guy, that is Rishi, is not trustable. Rishi is sitting in the supermodel contest and he gets hiccups. Ayush tells Rishi that the girl must be talking bad about you. Rishi says the supermodel is breaking and he rushes to hold her. The model says she will win due to Rishi. Rishi says the pleasure is mine. Chacha asks the inspector to leave the girls. The inspector tells him that he can leave the girls only if the complainant take back the complaint. He asks him to talk to their driver. Chacha and Rano sees Balwinder and they think that he stays in their neighborhood. They ask Balwinder not to file the complaint and says nobody would know if you file the complaint or not. Rishi crowns the model as the supermodel. Neha says he cannot do anything. Balwinder says he can do anything for his family. He pretends to make a fake call and he tells the inspector that Rishi asks him to free the girls. The inspector frees the girls. Neha gets to know from Lakshmi that Rishi got them arrested. Neha says, "Why didn't he get me arrested?" Rishi sees a model called Veronica refusing to get a picture click for the kids NGO. He asks Veronica to pose with him. Then he says that the picture looks empty and he asks the kids to pose with them. Veronica poses with them without any choice and they take the pictures. Rishi tells the kids that he will send Veronica's audio in which she tells everyone that she doesn't want money from them. The kids get happy and they thank Rishi. Ayush says you have fooled a model. Rishi says she might be beautiful, but to win my heart, she needs to be beautiful from within and not by face. Neha tells Chacha that she will not share a room with anyone. Lakshmi says we will sleep somewhere else. Chacha says this house is small and he tells Lakshmi that they sleep in the hall. Rano takes them to the storeroom and asks them to sleep there. Lakshmi, Shalu and Bani cleans the room. Bani tells Lakshmi that she is feeling hungry. Lakshmi says I will bring food. She goes to the hall. Rano asks what happened. Lakshmi tells Rano that Bani and Shalu are feeling hungry. Rano tells Lakshmi that the old food of 10 days back must be in the fridge and she asks her to take it. Lakshmi takes the food for her sisters and she tells them that there was so much food but she ate it when Chachi insisted. Shalu says even mother used to say this. She makes Lakshmi eat food. Later, they ask how to sleep without pillow. Shalu and Bani sleeps on Lakshmi's hand. Rano makes Lakshmi and her sisters work in her house. She asks Neha to show the market to Lakshmi and says that from next day, Lakshmi would only bring things from the market. Shalu asks her to drink tea. Lakshmi says she will drink it later. Balwinder eyes Neha. Lakshmi looks at him and she understands that his bad eye is on her sister. Neha asks Lakshmi to hold the bags. Balwinder gets Rishi's call and lies to him that he came to the police station to handle the case. Balwinder comes to Chacha and Rano's house and says that he is Rishi Obray's driver and that he is not less. He says he should have wife. Chacha says yes. Balwinder asks him to give him Neha in the market. Rishi is driving the car and he hit a vegetable seller cart. Rano tells Chacha that they have formula to solve all problems. Rano says you have pushed Balwinder out and says that he will not marry Neha again. Rano says that they should get Lakshmi married to him. Chacha says he will beat Lakshmi. Rano says he will mend his way and says he will get money for us from Guru Charan. At the market, the vegetable seller says nobody is helping me to pick my vegetable that Rishi throws away. Lakshmi says I would help you. She helps him pick the vegetables. Rishi comes out of his car and asks Lakshmi how she is freed from the police station when she should be locked in jail. Rishi gets down from the car and sees Lakshmi. Lakshmi asks if Rishi doesn't know how to drive, then why is he driving? Rishi asks, how did you come out? Lakshmi asks Rishi to see the vegetable seller's loss. Neha says Rishi and she gets excited. Rishi says he will give her money. Neha says it is not needed and she gives her intro. Rishi says, hi Neha. He says sorry to the vegetable seller and he sits in his car. A song plays in the background. Rishi calls Balwinder and asks how dare he not to file the police complaint against Lakshmi and her sisters, and he lied to him. He says he saw one of the girls on the road. Balwinder says I had filed the FIR and they were arrested. Maybe they got released. Rishi asks Balwinder to shut up and he ends the call. Balwinder says Chacha and Rano come in there. Rano tells Balwinder that they came to give Shagun and says that he will become their son-in-law. Balwinder asks if Neha agreed to his proposal. Rano says wrong number and says that Balwinder's marriage would happen with Lakshmi. Balwinder tells Rano that he likes Neha. Chacha says your marriage would happen with Lakshmi. Rano says we cannot fulfill Neha's demands and says that Lakshmi is a villager and she will stay quietly at home. She says if you marry Lakshmi, then the colony people will respect you. Balwinder says that he wants to take a test drive with Lakshmi. Chacha asks, what do you mean? Rano says Balwinder wants to spend time with Lakshmi and she invites him home in the evening. Rano comes home and informs Lakshmi that she has fixed her marriage and tells her that today the guy is coming here to meet Lakshmi and take her outside. Shalu says that husband and wife should not meet before marriage. Rano asks if this is their village and says that they know the guy who helped them evade the arrest. She praises Balwinder and she emotionally blackmails Lakshmi, telling her that her father will not get peace if she doesn't get married. Lakshmi agrees to get married to Balwinder so that her father can rest in peace. Neha thinks that it is better to die rather than marrying Balwinder. Later in the evening, Rano asks Lakshmi to go and open the door. She asks Neha to go to the room. Lakshmi opens the door. Balwinder stares at Lakshmi. Rano asks Balwinder to take Lakshmi out and she thinks that the marriage should be fixed. Balwinder and Lakshmi are in the car while Balwinder is driving. Balwinder says your aunt said right that you will listen to me. Balwinder stops the car and says we would have drink on our date. He asks Lakshmi to drink and says if she doesn't drink, then it will break the alliance. He asks her to drink at once. Lakshmi drinks and coughs. Balwinder says your aunt was right. You will do what I asked you to do and you will not fight with me like my second wife, and says he would marry her, but before that, she should kiss him. Lakshmi asks what nonsense. Balwinder says you will not agree so easily. I will show you. Balwinder drives the car fast and he threatens to throw Lakshmi out of the car if she doesn't kiss him. Lakshmi finds her head shaking. Balwinder brings Lakshmi to the lodge and asks why is she feeling ashamed because they will be marrying soon. Balwinder asks Lakshmi to get down from the car. Lakshmi asks Balwinder that where will she go? She says please take me home. Balwinder says this is your would-be home. Lakshmi says my head is shaking and you are drunk. He says I made you drink a little and he asks her to come inside. Lakshmi asks if their family is inside. Lakshmi tells Balwinder that there is nobody in the room. Balwinder says just you and me and says that his wife took his kids as well. He asks her to kiss him. Lakshmi pushes Balwinder and she asks, what are you saying? Balwinder says if your aunt comes to know, then what would happen? Balwinder says I will call Rano. Balwinder calls Rano and tells her that he likes Lakshmi and he asks if he can do anything with her if Rano is giving him permission. Rano says yes, my full permission is with you. Do whatever you want and says that she will make arrangement of the marriage. She ends the call. Lakshmi is shocked to hear Rano permitting Balwinder to do anything with her. Balwinder tells Lakshmi that he would have wedding night with her and he throws her dupatta in the air. Lakshmi asks him to leave her. Balwinder pushes Lakshmi on the bed. Lakshmi pushes him and runs out of the room. Balwinder asks Lakshmi to stop and asks her to make him happy. Lakshmi closes the door and runs from there. Balwinder knocks on the door telling Lakshmi that he will tell her aunt. Lakshmi comes out of the lodge and she cries. She runs from there. Rano tells Chacha that Balwinder agreed to marry Lakshmi and this means that they will soon be rich because when Lakshmi gets married, then that is when they will be able to get all of Lakshmi's property. Rano tells her husband that she will take a flat in a big house and she will take the top floor. Chacha says first call Guru Charan for him to know about this. Rano says that she will take Lakshmi's father's key from Guru Charan. Lakshmi is running on the road and crying. She thinks of her father's words and she cries. She thinks that she doesn't want to stay here. Nobody is here. I want to go home. Rishi stops his car and says we came again. Lakshmi cries and she started walking. Rishi gets down from the car and asks that why is Lakshmi crying and says that he can help her out and he asks her to share her problem. Lakshmi sees Rishi and thinks that he has broken his promise and she runs away. Rishi asks Lakshmi to listen and says what is the matter. Lakshmi rushes home and locks herself in the room. Chalu and Bani get worried. They knock on the door. Chacha and Rano ask what happened with her. Lakshmi opens the door and tells Rano that she doesn't want to marry Balwinder. Neha comes there and tells Rano that Balwinder is here. Rano goes to talk to Balwinder. Balwinder tells Rano that he doesn't want to marry Lakshmi and says she is mad and she slapped me because I tried to hug her. Balwinder says I will not marry Lakshmi, but I will marry Neha. Neha says that she will kick Balwinder if he ever says that he would marry her again, and Neha leaves. Rano scolds Balwinder and says you would have waited for marriage and says she is Lakshmi, she is pure, and says she is from the village and she is not from the city. She asks him to drink and search for someone of his type. Balwinder says sorry to Rano and tells her that he was drunk and that was why he misbehaved with Lakshmi. He says Lakshmi is pure and I will marry her. Balwinder says he will gift Lakshmi a necklace. Rano gets greedy and says that she will do it. Balwinder says he will marry Lakshmi after 2 days. Rishi tells Ayush that the same girl that he sent to jail came in front of his car. Ayush says there's surely some connection with you and the girl, that destiny is making you meet her again and again. Rishi's mom comes there. Rishi says good morning. Ayush says good morning, mommy. Rishi's mom asks if Rishi is going to the hotel. Rishi says I am going to the jeweler shop with you and says that he will come. Rishi's mom says the work is small. Rishi asks Ayush to cancel his appointment. Rishi asks his mom why she is giving the necklace to a small jeweler. Rishi's mom called Neelam says that the jewelry was made by the same jeweler and it is the heritage shop. Rishi's father comes there and says that the necklace is ancestral and it was given to Neelam by his mother and Neelam will give this necklace to your wife. Rishi looks on. Okay guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Please don't forget to like the video, share it, and I'll see you all again in my next video. Thank you.